Go to our last two shooters. Steve Novak of Marquette will be on our left. 73s led the Big East. Jeff Horner of Iowa, great shooter. School record 262 three-pointers in his career, and also the career assist leader.
Both these players have excellent shooting strokes. You guys know in golf, in tennis, in baseball, it's all about the tightness, the efficiency, less margin for error in your stroke when it's tight.
Oh, Jimmy's pick is looking pretty good. Hit the first three. Money ball. And Novak got 4 out of 5, including the money ball.
You know, I've had my eye on Novak all year long since he was the MVP of the Great Alaska Shootout in one of what I think the great ball games this year.
Oh, what an unfair advantage.
He's only missed one shot, and they all go.
That's my guy right
Perfect
there.
rack. Dykes is looking good right now, and so's Novak. Horner warming up from the top of the circle.
We'll see if he can finish now. Novak's got to finish strong.
Money ball. Nope, not good.
I think that money ball's a little heavier with the silver paint on it. You gotta get more legs, more lift on it when you shoot that baby.
We've been singing silver balls for the last 2 days in this building.
Novak is a pick and pop threat at that next level in the NBA. That's what the scouts love about him.
Baseline, final rack of balls for both. Horner looking good. Jeff's got it moving. Money ball for Horner, didn't get it. Novak, one last shot. He got it off at the buzzer, and it went.
There's your leader.
Good call, Jimmy Dykes. I got to give it up to you.
He's 6 inches closer to the rim than everybody else.
Unfair advantage.
It's a shorter shot.
Watch this rack for Novak. Boom.
You know, he's a little bit of a forward jumper, about 6 inches, but not enough to throw you off, and he does it consistently. Watch his feet. Same spot every time on his landing.
Perfect rack from the wing. Aaron's with Steve right now.
All right, well, you're making Jimmy Dykes, our analyst, look pretty good because he picked you. What was the key to having such a high score?
I think I made the majority of the money balls, and I just stayed in my shot, didn't think too hard about it, and just do what I've been doing all along.
What was it like shooting off those racks?
What's that?
What was it like shooting off those racks?
You know, it's not too big deal. I told the guys I didn't practice, but I was back in Marquette shooting off the racks a little bit.
Oh, so he's snooping around a little bit. Jimmy Dykes is a cheater, guys. No, I'm kidding. Back to you, Brad.
Steve hit 9 of his first 10, as you saw. And now it comes down to Steve Novak, who had the best first round with 19.
This could be a landslide. He's just getting loose.
You're giving in to Dykes. Come on, Lab.
If he can shoot like he did on January the 2nd when he hung 41 on UConn, I like his chances.
Well, he's got 3 in a row, 4 in a row. Money time. Missed that one. And it almost dropped in, actually. To the wing. 5.
As tall as he is, he brings that ball to the shot pocket before every release. He's consistent with his release.
7 right now as he hit the money ball. Top of the circle for Steve. 2 in a row. 3 in a row. 4 in a row. Money time. Perfect rack.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Right wing. 1. 2. Come on.
He stepped on the line. Those last 3.
4. Oh, nope, that one came out. Money time. Got it. Oh, my goodness. Last rack of balls for Novak. He might be our guy. He might be Jimmy Dykes' guy. He might be everybody's guy in Hinkle Fieldhouse. Oh, my gosh. Money time at the buzzer. Nope.
Yeah, nice, coach.
Yep. There's his coach. He says, you know, you shot like that all year. I knew you could do it again. He hit 9 in a row at one time. So now we're down to the finalists. And believe it or not, my 2 partners and analysts chose the right guys. Steve Novak's had the best round so far. He had 21 in round 2. Chris Quinn, though, hit big money balls when he needed to. So it's Marquette and Notre Dame goes first, and Chris Quinn.
Well, predicting, you know, our analysts here predicting the 2 finalists, I think, is worthy of a contract extension. Number 1.
Well, what's your reason for picking this guy? You had a good reason.
I'll tell you what, just the law of averages. If there's any basketball gods, the fact Notre Dame lost 10 games by 4 points or less, 0-5 in overtimes. Mike Bray and this fine young man just couldn't buy a break this year.
Perfect rack to open. He's hit 6 of his first 7, 7 of his first 8. Got it working. Money ball. Not quite. Top of the key for Chris. 2-time captain at Notre Dame.
That official needs to watch his toes. Watch his toes.
Novak's got to worry about that. He's the guy that's got all the height and length, those big old shoes.
You're right.
Gunboat shoes.
Not only can this kid shoot it, he led the Big East in assists, and can he run a ball club? They will find out when he goes to Portsmouth in front of those NBA scouts, but he is a competitor.
He almost ran a rack right there, Jimmy. 4 or 5, including money.
Look at the concentration. The eyeball's locked in on the rim, gets a heartbreak around and out there, but comes right back and knocks it down.
Yeah, as soon as his feet hit the ground, boom, he's on to the next ball.
Money ball didn't go. He needed that one. He knows it. 18 is good, but he was looking for 20 or better. Had a perfect rack going at one time, including the right wing. Had a perfect rack from the left wing and only missed one right here.
Not a lot of wasted movement there in his release and shot.
So Chris went 17, 17, and 18. You talk about consistency. Now, let's check in with Aaron Andrews and the guy that's the leader. We'll talk to his head coach, Aaron.
All right, Brad, thanks so much. Steve Novak's biggest fan right here. Coach, you told me he made 16 straight threes at Midnight Madness, so what did you expect from him tonight?
Oh, I think he's had that practice. I know he's wanted to do this for a long time, and so he's definitely well trained in the three-point shooting department.
Wasn't on the screen, radar screen for NBA scouts heading into the season. What clicked for him this year?
Well, I think it just added strength, confidence in his ability to play off the dribble, probably all the other areas but three-point shooting, and that made his three-point shooting that much better. He set a single-season record in the Big East for three-pointers made 70 in the league for us. Just a tremendous job, and he's really becoming more of an all-around player all the time.
And Coach, you're our new stats guy. Thanks so much for giving us a refresher course of his career. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Brad?
One of 6 active players that has over 300 threes. Here he goes. He was the favorite of Jimmy Dykes coming in, but he's got to beat 18.
How about Tom Crean, as young as he is as a head coach, already coached Dwayne Wade, one of the best players in the NBA, and now Novak, one of the all-time three-point shooters.
Novak had a little trouble getting the first ball out of the rack from the left wing, and it seemed to have affected his shot, but now he's hit 2, 3, and 4 in a row.
Novak told me yesterday that the one thing he learned from Tom Crean was how important it was to be a competitor every day. And even in this competition, sometimes the most competitive guy can win it.
4 straight, money time for Novak. Got it! To the wing he goes.
That's my boy.
He might have it just by going to the wing. 1, 2.
Another heartbreaker?
3 for Notre Dame. I'm afraid it is. Money time. Perfect rack, and he got it. He's eating it up right now. Novak's got the crowd on his feet.
Set a record, boys. Set a record.
Doesn't even need what's coming up. Money ball, I don't know if it'll count. If it goes, it won't be needed anyway. Best round. His coach says that's my guy. Steve Novak of Marquette, the pride and joy of Brown Deer, Wisconsin, about 20 miles from the Marquette campus. And Jimmy Dykes' man is the Midas men's three-point shooting champion. Good pick there, Jimmy D.
You know, I like the fact that he doesn't have to jump real high. I didn't think he'd have tired legs without those 5 racks. Plus, I got a little bit lucky, but this guy's got a terrific stroke. Notice how he brings it to the shot pocket every time, although he's 6'11" and has to reach down. Consistent every time with his stroke, Lab.
Well, he's so efficient. And another heartbreaker for the Irish.
Chris Quinn can only look on and say that's how the season went. Novak hit 15 in a row at one point. Tom Crean says, man, I wish he was coming back for another year. What a display by Steve Novak. And he's our Midas men's three-point champion. And Aaron's with him right now. E?
All right, Brad. Well, Steve, we're going to hand you this hardware. What's it like getting this trophy the last time you'll wear your Marquette uniform?
Oh, it means a ton. I mean, to go against Chris Quinn, who's also obviously in the Big East, was great. I think we represented the Big East well, and, you know, it came down to just making shots, and that's what me and Chris do well. When
could you feel it that you were starting to get in a zone?
You know, right from the start, I kind of feel the blood starting to go a little bit, even in the first round. So those guys making shots made me make sure my game was right, so I just made shots.
Now, D. Brown, your head coach, they said you were the favorite coming into this. What did you think about that?
No one told me that, so that's news to me.
All right, Steve Novak, thanks so much. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
A happy coach. D. Brown's had a good time. He said it was all about having fun. Steve Novak had the most fun, though, because he's the Midas men's three-point champ for 2006. Great job.